Hi guys, just time for another quick warm up. So if you want to, you can join me on your mat. So today I'm just going to do the usual gentle sun salutation, followed by perhaps another couple of sun salutations. So when you're ready, coming to stand on your mat in Tadasana, lengthening up through to the crown of the head, lifting, maybe slightly turning the palms forward, engaging that space between the shoulder blades, feeling the chest opening as you stand tall, firming the belly muscles and breathing in. Breathing out the hands to Namaste. Breathing in as you stretch up. Up is more important than back. And breathing out as you fold forward and down. Soft knees here. Maybe just spending a moment in your forward bend, feeling your way into your body, into this new position. And then as you inhale, stepping the right foot back, knee to the mat, opening the chest, looking slightly forward, slightly down, using the space between the shoulder blades. Holding your breath as you come into plank pose. Exhaling, knees, chest, and chin or forehead. Inhaling into a low cobra, first cobra of the day. Firming the belly and exhaling into downward facing dog. And spending as long as you need to in your down dog. Just easing through the heels. I like to do a few neck movements here just to release the space across the shoulders, down the back of the neck, into the upper back. When you're ready, easing your heels down towards the mat, scooping the belly in, lengthening through the arms, really engaging that space. Ooh, she says, slipping. My hands are a bit dry today. And inhaling. The right foot forward, opening the chest. Exhaling both feet to the front, hands to feet, and head to knees. To come up, looking forward, lifting the belly, a little softness in the legs, firmness in the buttocks, and exhaling, Namaste. Inhale in Tadasana. Exhale, Namaste. Inhale, reaching up, open perhaps. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, step the left foot back, knee to the mat, opening the chest. Holding your breath as you come into plank pose. Exhaling, knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhaling, so you just gently open the chest. Exhaling, hips up, heels down, downward facing dog. Just lengthening anything that feels like it needs to be lengthened. Moving anything that feels like it needs to be moved. At the same time, we do want to have that sense of pressing from the hands all the way to the feet. We're trying to connect the hands and the feet energetically using this back line of the body. If you have the space, you can roll your elbows towards each other, which helps to engage the muscles in the upper back, down the sides of the body. If your shoulders don't allow you to do that, don't worry about it, because the intention of moving in that direction will be enough, even if you don't have the space. On your next inhalation, stepping your left foot forward to your hands, opening your chest. Exhaling both feet to the front, hands to feet and head to knees. And to come up, looking forward, lifting the belly, soften the knees, firm in the buttocks. Exhaling, Namaste. Awesome. Inhaling as you stand tall. Exhaling, Namaste. Just doing it slightly differently this time. Inhaling, opening the chest, maybe opening a little bit back for me now. And exhaling, folding forward and down. Here, I want to really work to begin to lengthen the backs of the legs. So I'm just going to spend a moment in my forward bend, rolling the shoulder blades towards each other, and just pedaling through the legs, just as we do in downward facing dog. Just finding what feels comfortable there. Sometimes I like to widen my heels a little bit. Just feel what's that slight movement of the feet accesses different hamstrings are more accessed that way. And then from here, I'm going to step my right foot as far back as I can and just lengthen both legs. So a little bit like pyramid pose. The space between the shoulder blades is gently working, a little lift in the belly and firmness in the buttocks here. And feeling that length through both legs. I've actually already taught a class this morning, so this may be, you may have the back heel up if you're cold, or you might find that your front toes come up if your ankle doesn't have that room, and that's okay. And then from here, coming into the lunge, and I'm going to float my back knee off the floor and just press backwards and forwards. So freeing the front toes, really firm in the back foot as I press forwards into a lunge. A little bit of softness in the knee, perhaps at the back there, just to get that really good length here in the hip flexor and the top of the thigh, and then pressing back. And I'm just exploring the space here. Maybe I'll leave my toes down this time as I press backwards. And I usually do 3 or 4 of these on each side. Just maybe a touch of a wriggle. There we are, coming into plank pose, and the whole of the right side of my pelvis feels really warm and lengthened and opened. And I might just rock maybe a little bit backwards and forwards on my toes here, keeping the plank position, keeping firmness in the belly, just activating the shoulders. And when I'm ready, floating the knees down, chest and chin to the floor. Time for a wide-armed cobra, I think. Hands in line with the chest, forehead starts on the floor, pressing the pubic bone down, engaging the buttocks, rolling the shoulders together, and then maybe just with a touch of control across the tummy, coming up into cobra, gently undulating from side to side. I like the word undulating. You can stay high to twist and do a little bit of a shoulder dip. Whatever feels good. Yeah. As Adrian says. And then floating down to the mat again, hands underneath the shoulders. I'm going to come up into an extended child's pose, but with my heels lengthened, my toes tucked under, to lengthen the soles of the feet as well. And from here up into downward facing dog. I'm going to keep my down dog quite quiet today, just nice and soft, all about length in the back of the body. On the next breath forward, I might do a little bounce. Step the right foot forward, opening the chest. Here, a twist. So a nice gentle twist to start, and a sweeping of the hand into these big circles. Been really enjoying these for mobilizing the space between the shoulder blades. And then exhaling both feet to the front, into my forward bend, to come up, looking forward, inhaling, lifting the arms, the chest, opening, exhaling, namaste. Just time to do that one more time. Breathing in, left side. Breathing out. Breathing in, reaching up and opening. Breathing out, folding forward and down. Oh, I've got a tickle in my nose. So here, maybe just paddling through the backs of the legs a little. The other thing that I sometimes like to do is do a little soft knee sway, which reminds me of that lyric, a soft shoe, gentle sway. There we are. Rolling the shoulder blades down. Checking the space down the back of the neck is good. And then stepping the left foot back as far as it will go, as far as it comfortably goes rather, for this sort of cheeky pyramid pose before the lunge. And so just exploring here, as I said, your heel might not come down at the back, your toes might come off the floor at the front. Just thinking about the length that you feel, particularly along that front leg. You can also think about, I tend to access that space down the side of my calf on the back leg. I can't reach it from here to show. And then from here, coming into a lunge, maybe floating the back knee off the floor. You don't have to do it with the back knee off the floor, these ones, but you get a different kind of stretch. It's like a more supported stretch almost, because your muscles are encouraged to be active to maintain the posture. You're not resting any joint to the ground in the middle of the leg to support. So you must do it with your muscles. And particularly if you are quite mobile, I'm going to come into plank now. It's quite good to focus on the work that you do with your muscles. It helps you to feel strength there and stability, where sometimes we sag into our joints. So here in plank, I've pushed back into down dog, and I'm going to go backwards and forwards from down dog to plank. So preparing with a little bit of a wiggle, and then coming into plank from down dog, firm in the belly, little firmness in the buttocks, really pressing the mat away, and then pressing back into downward facing dog. And just moving with your breath. Trying to create that feeling of strong, stable, focused movement that also feels really steady. There we are. Strong, stable, steady. And then from your next plank, knees, chest, forehead, or chin. Pointing the toes here. So another of my favorite back bends to do is with the arms out in front of you and the feet out behind you, and doing crossbody work. So with the forehead on the floor, breathing in as you lengthen one arm and the opposite leg, and breathing out as you lift. Buttocks are firm here. Breathing in, the other side lengthens. Breathing out as you lift and as you lower. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, lift and lower. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, lift and lower. You can keep going from side to side. Keeping the buttocks working. Keeping a little touch of effort through the belly and opening the head away from the floor if you feel, that there's enough room. When you're ready, you can come back into your extended child's pose. Just taking a moment here. If you feel like you need it, you can tuck the toes flat and just do a gentle side stretch as well. I would normally maybe take just a little longer in these side stretches. But sometimes we just have the time we've got, and that's all. Then coming up into downward facing dog. This time I'm going to make my knees very soft, wiggle my hips from side to side. So it's quite nice after that side stretching child's pose. And then a little bounce on the knees. Stepping the left foot forward and doing a nice twist, followed by some big circling shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out as you come into your standing forward bend, rolling the shoulder blades together, keeping a little softness in the knees. Spend as long as you like here. I'm going to come up now. And finish in Tadasana. So just a really short practice. Namaste, guys. I hope that you enjoy exploring this one at home. And I'll see you for another practice soon.